Hello, online world and family. This is for everyone who may find yourself in the messy middle. You're not where you used to be, and you have a vision of where you're going. The divine is giving you insight about where you're heading, but you're not quite there yet. And so, what happens usually in the messy middle is that there's been some transformation that has happened in our minds, in our belief systems, to where we understand that we're no longer held captive to our old ways, our old thinking, our old beliefs, our old conditioning. But we're not quite to the place in the physical where we desire to be, where we believe the divine is taking us. And so, in that space, what oftentimes happens is that those old thoughts, that old conditioning tries to come back because the messy middle usually involves challenge. There's some kind of challenge, there's some kind of discomfort that's happening as we get from where we were to where we're going. And I just want to give you a reminder that the divine gave me a few weeks ago. Remember your ability to choose. So when you find yourself in a place where you have been walking in faith, you have been walking in encouragement and motivation, you're focused on the goal, you're on your way to where you're going, but there's challenges in your pathway, and that old conditioning tries to kick back up again. The divine said, remember, daughter, you have the ability to choose. Remember that you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are a part of your human experience. You are the spirit that actually sees your thoughts happening. You are the spirit, the presence that actually feels the emotions, experiences, can observe the emotions. And so when you find yourself going back through these old conditioned thoughts and they feel like they're trying to take hold of you, recognize that your spirit, the place of your power, the extension of the divine within you, is recognizing what the thoughts are doing. And when you recognize that you are not the pattern of thought, but you are the one, the presence that is observing the thought, that's when you're able to stand in your power and choose. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your situation. Get up, decide to do something that you know is helping you to move forward, despite what it may look like because of your current challenge, despite what may be happening in this messy middle. Remembering what the divine has spoken to you about where you're going, and continue to stay focused on that. Now, is this easy? Absolutely not. Those thoughts are still going to try to come back. Those belief systems are still going to try to rise up and say that they're true and not what you have been inspired to believe by the divine. However, observe them. You don't even necessarily have to fight them. You just need to observe them, recognize that you are the observer, not the thought, and decide to walk in the direction of what you know in your spirit, despite what the voices or the beliefs or the thoughts are saying. God has given you power. You can cast down those imaginations and you can walk in power, believing that what God has said to you in the spirit of Christ, love, is what is actually true, despite what you see in the messy middle. Be encouraged. Keep moving forward. Remember that you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are an experience. You are the power of the divine within you, observing what your thoughts are doing. Have a loving and blessed day.